Make sure you take AP classes, volunteer in your community, get good grades, get enough sleep. Aren't you taking an SAT prep class? You need to do well on the test if you want to go to a good college. Have you started your college applications yet? Make sure you apply to scholarships. Oh, what's that college ranked? Get into the best school that you can. Get involved in clubs. Is it worth it? When I was little, I was carefree. My world was about exploring and having fun. My time was consumed by exploring in the woods with Buddy, running around and building fairy houses. I lived in a world where I was praised for my imagination, whether that was pretending that my best friend Buddy could talk, or creating an imaginary world with my dolls. Creativity was the most important value, and growth through trial and error was expected. But as I grew up, this was replaced with the need to succeed. I was no longer praised for my imagination and play, but for my accomplishments. Scoring well at an Irish dance competition, making better sports teams, getting good grades, and receiving academic awards. As I entered high school, I was told by everyone around me that this was my time to focus on academics if I wanted to succeed in the future. It was as if suddenly people's expectations of me shifted. Making mistakes was no longer okay, but rather condemned. As the work piled on, I started to miss time with Buddy and my family. Even simple walks with Buddy became too much of a distraction. There was always something I needed to do. As a result, I prioritized school over everything else. In the little time I had left, I spent it trying to be a normal teenager, going to the obligatory sports events, going to the movies, and hanging out with friends. I got into the routine of school, eat, work, sleep. Home became a place exclusively for homework, eating, and sleeping. My interactions with my family were limited to the brief encounters sprinkled throughout the day. I hardly even noticed when Buddy ran to greet me, despite his age and exhaustion, when I got home. It happened in the fall of my senior year. Everyone wants to give you advice about your future, but when it came to dealing with an issue in the present, no one seemed to have any advice for how to deal with my loss. I followed everyone's advice for the past 3 years, but when I lost my best friend, I questioned everything. It took losing my best friend to realize the life I was missing out on. I promised myself I wouldn't do that again. It wasn't worth it.